So at the end of the first quarter, Carlton have the advantage. The Sydney Swans had a slight breeze, Malcolm, and possibly because of the bad kicking, they consider themselves a little lucky that they're not further behind.
Yes, you'd have to say that, certainly, Sandy. The Richard Dennis kicked 3 points for the quarter, as we see him take that first shot at goal, which was another miss. And also Stephen Kernahan's kicked 3 points, so two of their keys have really been very ordinary in front of goals. Here's this little incident where Wayne Johnson copped a very high one from Parsons. And this is one of the Swans goals here where that fumble, and the fumble in football is the cardinal sin of football. If you get a chance to get in front, read everything right, you've no chance at all of getting the ball there, Alvin. And here's his free kick of Rhys Jones in the first goal, and that was a marvellous kick and probably showed the forwards and started the goal right from there.
Yeah, here's a player that's been very good for the Swans, David Murphy, kicking a tremendous goal. And those sort of things certainly lift the Swans up here. Looking at the statistics, I mean, gee, they are one-sided, aren't they? I mean, when you look at the scoreboard, the Blues have had 14 scoring shots to 6, and there's the story on the statistical scoreboard.
Yes, the kicks and the marks in particular, staggeringly one-sided after just one quarter of football. Well, he's probably listened to a couple of the quarter-time addresses. Steve Taubert on the boundary line. Steve, what have you got to report?
Yes, Sandy, Tommy spoke very much about these guys' commitment to compete. He mentioned the example of Ian Roberts, and he said that he didn't want to see any uncontested marks taken this quarter, wanted everything to be a vigorous contest. On the other hand, Robbie Walls talked about their wasted opportunities and to steady when they're in front of goal and make sure they make the good work down play count. Thank you, Sandy.
Okay, Steve. John Elliott, an interested viewer, of course, heading the hierarchy at Carlton land at Princes Park. And, well, their kicking for goal was disgraceful in that first quarter. 4 goals, 10.
Just looking at Gerard Healy picking up Gleeson now, and I mean, I'd have a player of him in the centre nearly every time. He is their best ball getter. He is a dual best and fairest winner. And it's just surprising to see him play in that defensive role that I wouldn't think he's been all that accustomed to, Ian.
No, I think that you're right. The more positive players the Swans have got, they've got to use them up forward to try and get goals on the board.
Okay, here we go. It's the start.